Hello Scorpio, welcome to your February 2018 reading. I hope you had a very good January, laying down foundations that will bring you to a very good February, which is really good. This is a general reading for you for February 2018. Please listen to your rising sign and your moon sign if you would like a more depth and more information from your sun sign reading. Also, you might find that things resonate a little bit more for you this month in your rising and moon sign as well, so it's always good to listen to those. If you would like to book a personal reading, a face-to-face, one-on-one reading or pre-recorded reading, follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there for you specifically. So it will be a specific reading just for you. Okay, so let's see what's in store for you for February. Bit of a mixed bag here, but it does start off well. It does start off well. In February, you will find yourself in a position to really think about what it is you want to create, what you want to bring in 2018. It's a year of moving forward. It's a year of evaluating what's happened last year, what was going on last year, and how you want this year to go, because it's very much in your control. I feel like you want to introduce also this year a lot of new things, a lot of travel, possibly a move, a change in working conditions. There are for each of you different things of change that you're wanting to bring in around you. A different way of working. I'm feeling like instead of working 9 to 5, this has come up with a few signs, instead of working the traditional way, working from home as well, being more flexible in your working hours, and how you want to work, how you want to create an income, working for yourself, using the knowledge that you've got to start up your own business, start up some sort of business from home. So there's going to be change, and having the magician there, you can really look at your finances, your knowledge, your ability, your skills, looking at all of that and manifesting it, creating a situation that's going to work for you. So there's going to be a real review time for you as well, Scorpio. It's crossed with the Four of Swords, and to me, different things, it's different things. For some of you, Scorpio, I feel you want to bring in these changes into your work life, into your family home, into how you're doing things, how you're living your life, a real reevaluation, because something's gone on in the past that has caused you to reevaluate life, caused you to reevaluate how you're doing things, how you're living your life. Are you getting the most out of your life, most happiness, most fulfillment? That's a hard one. Out of life, okay? So there's got to be a real review. For some of you, you've been staying up nights thinking about this, worrying about this, processing this. For some of you, I feel like it's come through in your dreams. You've been, the subconscious has been going through issues, going through things that have happened, going through what's gone on, and that in itself has been pushing you towards bringing in this change, manifesting this change. So it's different for different Scorpions. For some of you, it's restless nights, it's not sleeping well, it's worries, it's concerns, it's processing. For others of you, it's come through in your dream life. You get messages, so you will be getting messages in February. So anything that you dream, don't take it lightly. Write it in a dream journal. Keep track of what your dreams are, what messages are coming through, because very often our guides and our loved ones will communicate with us in our dreams. If you're not able to do it in your awake state, then they will come through through your subconscious. And so dreams can be quite prophetic. They can give you quite powerful messages as far as your direction and where you're headed and what you're needing to do next. So pay attention to those, because those sorts of things will happen. Synchronicities will happen. Messages will happen. You have spent the last, I don't know, I want to say 4 months for some of you, really questioning your spiritual lives, questioning your spiritualities, questioning your religious beliefs, questioning life and the journey of life and religions and whatever it is for you. But you've been questioning, asking the questions, being curious, reading books, investigating, sitting in meditation classes. There's been this real exploration going on in the past that brings in a balance, brings in some stability, it also stirs what is going on in your life, and that it's no longer satisfactory, what needs to be healed, what needs to be changed, what needs to be moved on, what connections from the past do you need to make, what bridges do you need to build. There's all of that that's coming up for you, Scorpio. Reconnecting, rebuilding, absolutely, rebuilding, okay? And I feel like a lot of that is going to be happening for you late at night, you know. For some of you, it's physically working late nights. For some of you, it's meditating, doing classes, investigating, asking questions, going within, and doing that work, putting that work in place, doing that work. For some of you, it's actually physically working late nights, working, trying to bring in extra money. That's what I want to say to you. So it's different for different Scorpions, but I feel for the bulk of you Scorpions, it really is about your spiritual journey. It really is about self-exploration and working out where you're headed and where you're going, you know, where you're going. And in order for that to happen, it really is about relinquishing control. Okay, the Emperor is quite a strong, powerful, controlling, used to being listened to, used to having things done the way they want them done, quite a force to contend with. In reverse, it's saying to me, relinquish some of that control. Relinquish some of that control, because it might be too much. You might be trying to do too much. You might be trying to cover too many bases. You might be trying to make too many decisions. It's about delegating. It's about relinquishing control. And so be mindful of that. Really look at and ask yourself, do you need to have a finger in every pie? Do you need to be part of the decision-making process of, of every situation? Relinquish control, because it's going to be... it's going to be detrimental to your growth if you just try and keep doing everything and making all the decisions. And also, people are going to find that really overpowering. Okay, you don't need to do that. It's exhausting for you, and it's exhausting for everybody else that's around you. So you don't need to do that. You don't need to, be mindful of what's going on with you. Control what's going on with you. Make the changes for you. You don't need to be making changes for everybody else. It's about your business and what's going on here, and bringing those changes in, and that's going to make your journey a little bit easier too in February. This is about picking your battles, you see. This is about picking your battles. Pick your battles. You don't have to fight all of them. You don't have to fight everything for everyone. You don't have to be involved in everything. Pick the battles that are important to you. Really, that's all I want to say about that. It's just, don't expend your energy. Don't put your energy out there. It's exhausting, Scorpio. It's exhausting. You need to keep your energy for what's going on in your life and the changes that you're bringing in, because what you're doing is by having a finger in every pie, by controlling every situation and picking up all the battles, you're watering down the energy and the time you have to put into your own stuff. And so that's where I want you to put your energy. Pick your battles. You don't have to be involved in everybody's life and everybody's decision-making process and have complete control over everything. People are on their own journeys. Give them the space to be able to do that, okay? Give them the space to be able to do that. I want to say to you, for those of you that are having trouble with children, just give them some responsibility. Give them some openness, some back off on the control, and that situation will look after itself. It's simply a rebellion. They're rebelling against it, okay? They're rebelling against it. You've got gain, but it's in reverse, so I'm wondering, why is that in reverse? I think that's connected with this relinquishing of control. If you relinquish control, you're not watering down what you're needing to do, and that's going to be more fruitful and beneficial for you. I feel like a lot of you are going to change your work hours. A lot of you are going to change your work hours or how you work, or what you're wanting to do about work, which could diminish your financial resources. But I don't feel like that's anything that's detrimental or huge or anything to worry about. For some of you, it's because you're doing too much and you're not concentrating enough on your potential to make as much as you can make. But there is, finances is not something that you need to worry about. The finances are there. They are there. But you need to also be very mindful in February. Don't overspend. Don't make any big purchases. Don't overspend. Balance the books. I feel like there's been a little bit of overspending in the previous months. Be mindful now about keeping tallies and not overspending. Don't make big purchases, because I feel like those big purchases are going to happen further down the track. Okay, so you need to keep your finances there close to you. Queen of Wands, I feel like there is, that's my dogs. My daughter just got home. The Queen of Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, could be male or female. And I feel like there's going to be, you know, this and this, there's going to be a bit of headbutting here with this person. If it's not a Sagittarius, Aries or Leo person, then it's someone that has those qualities, someone that is quite fiery, someone that is quite opinionated, someone that is quite controlling as well. There's a lot of similar qualities there, and so there's going to be a bit of headbutting. There's going to be a bit of conflict. For some of you, it's a child. For some of you, it is a relative, it's someone in the family. And for some of you, it's a boss. So it is, and it can be male or female, but be aware of that around the 3rd week of February. Okay, that could some sort of situation could be quite explosive there. So be aware of that, and the best way to handle that, I feel, is to not just relinquish control, back off. You know, it doesn't matter, and it goes back to pick your battles. Pick your battles. You know, let it go. Just let it go. You know, because if it could create issues with your partner, with your significant other. I feel it could create some issues. It could create some issues. I've pulled another card to see what's going on here, and it's, you know, it really is about, you know, lust, which is the seedier side of a relationship, which is the I just feel like it could create problems. You know, lust to me is desires. It's having conflicting ideas. It's having conflicting ideas. So please be mindful of that coming up, because there could, and for some of you, it's time to make a decision. Should I stay or should I go? What am I going to do here? For those that are single, I feel like that means, you know, you're going to meet someone and, you know, it's just going to be lust, you know, and so enjoy it for what it is. Take it for what it is. I don't feel like it's a huge, for some of you, it's not going to be a lasting long-term relationship. It's just something that's, you know, short-term, but a lot of fun and a lot of enjoyment and a lot of laughter. So that's also really good. So it's going to be different for different Scorpions here as well. Okay, so you've got a bit of a mixed bag here. It really is about working on your stuff and not spending too much time worrying about what other people are doing and how that's being done. And also, don't make any big purchases, Scorpions. Okay, so I've got a card from the Angels of Abundance for you, which is an overview of your reading for February. And you've got, take a divinely guided chance, which is interesting, isn't it? All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you're ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So what February really is asking you to do is to really do things differently. Do things differently to the way you've done them in the past. Take that risk, take that chance, work on yourself, do that inner work and make the changes for you internally and externally that are going to suit you. Don't water down your energy by trying to have a finger in every pie and control every situation. Pick your battles. So interesting February that you're going to have. So I wish you well and have a positive, productive time in February. And I'll see you in March to see how you're going and give you your March reading.